What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about Christopher Robinson Sales and the foolishness that I see on my timeline every time I open up my TikTok when it comes to him. Apparently now Chris is a T page. That's for the majority of what he talks about. I don't watch his content for real. Everything that I see that pops up is something messy, like him just talking about drama, trolling people. And it's not shocking because this man doesn't know what else to do. Like, he's been broke for the past few years. He had to hop on OnlyFans to make some money. And now this messy TikTok Chris Sales content is blowing up. So that's how he's making his money too. So, I don't knock it. Get your money. Cool. But that doesn't change the fact that this man is cringy. He's a loser. And it's really funny how people are like low-key praising him and like laughing at him and saying, oh, Chris is so funny, I love this, da 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 da. Are we forgetting the fact that this man is an abuser? Like, these are the same people praising him. They're also the same people that hate Diddy. Now, I'm not saying Chris is Diddy or anything like that, but they're both abusers. If we're gonna hate Diddy, which I do, period, like, Diddy's a horrible person, keep the same energy with Chris. Just because he makes you laugh every day doesn't change the fact that he's low-key. I'm gonna say low-key a lot because I don't want to put that on him, but low-key a deadbeat. He's not a good influence for his son. He's an abuser and he's a cheater, and he's a loser on top of that. Now, if y'all don't remember when Chris and Queen were going viral on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and I can say I was there from the beginning. I was there from when they were on the red couch, when they were still living in Detroit before they ever even moved to Houston, Texas. I was there for that long. And I seen them as like a cute, funny couple at first. I always liked Queen more. It was just something about Chris that I didn't really like. Even through that, I would still watch them. I loved their videos, mostly for Queen again. And then I started to be a little nosy. I started to see online, apparently Chris was scamming people for iPhones, and everybody who would tell the story of him scamming them would always say Queen would just be in the background just letting him do whatever, but she looked like she didn't want to be part of it, I remember I seen one video where the woman said Chris sold Queen's phone or something like that. Like, it was something like that, but he was a hardcore scammer, in the beginning of their YouTube days. And he was still cheating on her through all this time. Like, he's never not cheated on her. And a lot of people think the abuse happened when they were living in Texas. Of course, it happened during that time as well. But it was happening way before that. Way before they even started YouTube. One of Queen's ex-friends came out and made a whole exposing video about it. At the time, Queen was trying to defend Chris and act like none of it was true. But we know it's true. There's pictures of them as friends. Like, this is all confirmed at this point now. But the friend basically would say Chris would purposely leave, keep Queen from her family, her friends. He would kick her out in the cold, beat on her, cheat on her through this time. And this is after she had CJ. So you're doing all this to a woman who just had your baby is crazy work. And Queen wanted to divorce him before, they were separated for a period of time. Like, Queen was talking to other guys. Chris was doing his thing as usual. And there's also domestic violence charges from back then before they started YouTube. And it has to do with them too. Now, Queen is not the only woman that Chris has abused and put hands on and cheated on. Parker McKenna, who we all know as Katie from My Wife and Kids, was in a relationship with Chris after he and Queen got a divorce. At first, people thought they were so cute. They go together, they were making videos together, all that type of stuff. But then it started to get to like a low-key toxic point. I think girls were coming out, of course, saying that Chris is cheating. Then they broke up. They tried to keep it under wraps, but then pictures started leaking of Parker with bruises. And then she came out and made her own post about the abuse that she experienced. At first, Chris was trying to deny it. He was like, oh, she really has you guys believing this type of stuff. Like, back then, Chris was just on Twitter heavy, just spewing a bunch of crap. And he pretty much denied it the same way he denied abusing Queen. But then later admitting to it, but also making excuses. Like, low-key, she did it first, so I did it back. Like, At the end of the day, you should not be hitting a woman to the point where you're giving her black eyes, bruises all over her body. Like, that's insane. And I would show you the other evidence, but for some reason I cannot find the other pictures that she released where the bruises are like on her back and arms and stuff. I don't know where they went, but if you guys were online during that time, you've seen those pictures. Then we have the era of YouTube where Clarence and Chris were going back and forth in YouTube videos, Twitter, Instagram, every platform known to man, because Chris could not keep Queen's name out of his mouth. Like, he was so obsessed with talking about them because that's what made him money, and Clarence was feeding into it too. Like, he was making his money clowning Chris, as he should. And at some point, Clarence was like, you know what, I have to think about Queen and CJ. I don't want to be a part of this no more. So he stopped making the videos. Even though Chris would poke still and like try to antagonize Clarence was not biting the bait anymore. Like, enough is enough. CJ sees all this stuff. Queen is affected. I'm going to be the bigger man and I'm going to leave it alone. And you can keep being Sister Messy Chris all day long. And, you know, that's fine. Like, it got to the point where Queen had to say stuff. Like, Queen would stay quiet most of the time, but Chris was literally obsessed with her and would not leave her alone. So she had to clap back as well. And then, it's just so many things. Like, and then Chris started talking to Clarence's ex, Leslie. They were making videos. They still talk to this day. It's just, like, really weird. Like, it's giving attention seeker 100% and loser again. There's so much more that I can yap about when it comes to Christopher Robinson messy sales, sister sales. But let's just fast forward to TikTok right now. Like, let's backtrack. Recently, Chris got exposed. His stuff got exposed online because he be on OnlyFans doing stuff that he shouldn't be doing. As a man with children, I mean, it's just like weird, and it's giving broke. So that's what you need to do. But yeah, and at that, doing that with a 20-year-old and you're almost 30, not cute. But let's go back to Miss Messy Sales. He is literally a T-page now. Like, how do you go from being a YouTuber who T-pages make videos about, and now you are the T-page? It's comical, but not in a good way. And it's really funny when I see people in his comment sections, like, literally praising him, like pushing him to continue doing this crap. Like, obviously people feed off of messiness. Like, he's talking about people that he's obviously done content with before. Like, when it comes to like Corey Pritchett, Carmen, you know, them type of people, the popular YouTube couples. Like, he talks about every single person but himself. It's just like, it's really odd, and it blows up for him. Like, he has a Twitch account, he has a YouTube account, TikTok, where he's just being messy all day, and then he's like using little funny phrases with people in his comment section, like, "Ho, is you cool, girl?" Like, he's just messy through and through. And I don't know him personally, obviously. Like, maybe in real life he doesn't act like this, and this is just his online personality to make money, but it's still giving loser. Like, DDG even talked about how he really could make a bag off of drama with Chris or something. He can't even stoop to that level, because that's how much of a loser this man is. But yeah, that is really all I have for this video today. I hope you guys learned some things. If you guys didn't know half of these things that Chris was doing to women, you know now. Again, there's far worse things that I could literally be bringing up, but this video will be an hour long and I don't have time for that. But yes, continue supporting him if you want, but just know you're supporting an abuser, a domestic violencer, and that's that. I mean, what else can I say? Yes, thank you for watching. Make sure y'all comment below what other topics you guys want me to talk about. Let me know how you like this video. And yes, that's really all I have for y'all. I will see you guys in the next video.
Yo, on my soul, I just up. So tell me why this little fun shit, you know, we talking and shit, we discussing, you know, what you like, you know, what's your favorite color, we doing all that in the whoop. So then she turn around, little shit, asks me, do I got kids? Cause she like, that's a deal breaker. So I start lying on my kids. I said, no, I don't got no kids. She said, well, who is this little boy right here that be, you feel me? Talking about baby Chris. I said, oh no, that's Clarence's son and Queen's son. That ain't my baby. So she was like, okay, woo. And I'm thinking in my head, like, damn, I just lied on my little shit, on my little jit, you know? But he'll understand though, because her ass was fat as shit, boy. I have to crack that. I have to smash. Like, we gotta, like. And then after we hunch and stuff, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I got kids, bitch. I'm what? Stupid? Fuck is you talking about, nigga? On my soul, call me back.